Thank you, Joe, for that introduction. I first wanted to start off tonight by thanking two very important groups of people. One group being my two biggest support system in this room, my mom and dad. They were the ones that took an incredible leap of faith that brought me to where I am tonight, standing here speaking to you. I was born in Santa Anita, in Peru's capital of Lima, a city where violence is at every corner and many don't study past high school. 1 out of every 8 people in this town is at one point victims of violent crimes. Needless to say, this wasn't the environment my parents wanted me to grow up in, but it was all that we knew. As time progressed and the violence outside my bedroom window grew, my parents packed our belongings and we headed 3,658 miles away from home to Rockaway, New Jersey. All I ever craved since the moment I stepped foot on American soil was to be normal. Here, I found myself needing to readjust to the country's social norms, and most importantly, the language. As I said before, growing up, all I've ever wanted to do was be normal. I wanted to have Lunchables for lunch, and I wanted to speak English. After 6 months of taking an English as a second language class, I found myself telling others in English that Rockaway was my home. In middle school, I realized while watching movies and TV shows that the epitome of normality was to be an accountant. I wanted the white picket fence, the 2.5 children, and the 9-to-5 job. So with that end goal in mind, I decided to apply to high school in Denville, to a school called Morris County School of Technology. At the school, they had an academy called Finance and International Business. I was one of the 7 students who graduated from this academy. I thought the academy was great. I was taking all accounting classes, and I was going to become an accountant. It was what was going to make me a great candidate for a 9-to-5 job. During high school, I made up this crazy idea in my mind that to be normal, I couldn't overachieve or underachieve in or outside the classroom. Little by little, however, I found myself being stuck in unnormal situations. At Morris County School of Technology, you needed at least 160 hours of an internship in order to graduate. So being stubborn, I veered off the normal pathway I set for myself, and I decided to apply to the headquarters of DoSomething.org. DoSomething.org is America's largest nonprofit teen organization. Working there, I was given responsibility, and I saw through hands-on experience that if you don't take initiative to start a nonprofit organization, then no one will. Working there made me realize that I needed to go back to my hometown of Peru and help others who are in the shoes where my family and I were once in. After speaking to my parents, we realized that there was another town that needed more help than our own, my grandparents' town. To put this into perspective, in order to get to Sarconta, my grandparents' town, you first need to take a plane from here to Lima, which is 8 hours. And then from there, you need to take an 18-hour bus ride to the nearest city. From there, you finally take a car off-road for 5 hours to get to Sarconta. When I first visited Sarconta, I saw a lack of clean clothes and learning supplies. With my parents' help, I've been able to start fundraisers and clothing drives, and on a bi-monthly basis, we have started to help the people of Sarconta. The second group of people I would like to thank is the foundation board and donors. Without your help, I wouldn't have pushed myself in class as hard as I did. Although a few hundred bucks here and there might not seem like a lot to some people, to me, it meant the world. When I received my first scholarship from CCM, I remember that I started tearing up. The fact that someone believed in me. The scholarships I received not only helps me pay for classes, but it also helps me to be involved at CCM. I have taken a lot of leadership positions, and this past week I was presented with the Distinguished Leader Award, as well as the Dr. Sherman Maston Distinguished Scholar Leader Award, while serving as president of the college's Business Honor Society. Without the David Rossnagel and Oliver Sheffield scholarships, I would have not been able to accomplish this. The scholarships gave me a sense of hope and motivation. It pushed me to study hard and to be extraordinary, not normal. Tonight, you have heard my story, but it doesn't stop there. On campus, there are many students like myself who wish to make a change in the world, but can only accomplish it by earning their associate's degree. Juan Camilo Ospina, who can make anyone laugh, one day wants to travel the world and help small struggling businesses expand. Laura Gualdron, an international student who traveled here 2 years ago, leaving her family behind, wants to become a lawyer and wants to work for the UN to improve poverty lines for underprivileged countries. And finally, Chris Woodbury, a student that you'll never find without a smile. He wants to enter the renewable energy sector and dreams of enhancing Earth's climate. So I stand here tonight, not only to thank you for all the support that the scholarships I have received has given me, but also to represent past students who have been able to finish their associate's degree with your help, and those who will come after me who will need your support in the future. With the motivation and that the scholarship has given me, I was able to apply myself on and off campus. I was able to become extraordinary. And this past month, I was accepted into 3 different universities, all ranked in the top 30 nationwide, and all on full tuition scholarship. Thank you. So one day, I hope to help others succeed in life, just as your donations have helped me succeed in mine. Thank you.